Hello everyone, welcome back. I'm Groceries and you're at Adventure Quencher. Today I want to talk about something that I've been asked about quite a bit. And I didn't really know how to respond to it. But what it is simply that, what is a tramily and why am I hiking alone? So let's just go over that a little bit. Let's dig into it a little bit. A tramily is a group of people that agree to stay together. They agree to plan the hike together. They go to towns together. They share plans together. Like they share rooms. They share the cost of things. They basically are like a family, but on trail. And so there are certain pluses and minuses to that. So now that we've defined what a tramily is, let's go over some of the good things about a tramily. Tramilies are great because you get people in your life that are supporting you, that are watching your back, that are not taking care of you, but giving you moral support, emotional support. Not just financial. You have a common goal together. And this is a sense of belonging. These are oftentimes friendships also that are formed for life. Some of my tramily members are my friends for life, and they always will be. And so this is one big point of having a tramily. I've already touched on another part of it, and that is, like I said, sharing costs is kind of important. It really helps cut down on costs. Hiking's already pretty expensive, right? Now let's compare that to hiking solo. What are the good things, the positive points about hiking solo? Hiking solo, you have full autonomy. You have total control over your destiny, where you're going, how many miles you're doing. All aspects of the hike are up to you. There are some bad sides to hiking solo. You're alone, so you're defenseless in some ways, whether it's an animal or another hiker or something. You also have to pay for everything yourself. It's lonely. I think that's probably at least for me, that's the biggest thing, is you do get lonely. You don't have anybody really to talk to. I mean, you see other hikers, you do see them over and over again, but it's not the same. It's not the same as having somebody in your corner. What are some of the negative points on being in a tramily? I would say it's having disagreements, drama. Not everybody hikes at the exact same pace, and so sometimes there's always that one person who is trying to dominate everything. And if you get two people that try to dominate everything, you're in big trouble. You've got clashes going on. Me personally, when I'm in a tramily, I don't really push. I don't really look at it because I'm on vacation, I'm having fun. So if you say to me, hey, we're doing 25 today, I just adjust accordingly. I make sure that I would get up earlier and I would leave earlier, so to make sure to be somewhere on time. I mean, really, when you think about it, that is kind of the only downside of being in a tramily is sometimes you get personality conflicts. Sometimes you get disagreements on what you're doing. Should we zero here? Should we narrow into a town? Or I have to go to a wedding. I have to go somewhere. I have to go here. I always stick with my tramily no matter what. This is something I need to validate. We've had tramily members get sick or get injured on trail. I would stick with that tramily member. No matter what, I would stick with that tramily member. If you're going to be in a tramily, it's good to commit to that Tramily. Don't quit on them. That's not fair. It's not fair to them. It's not fair to you. It's not fair to anybody. Usually, the people that cause the most drama in a Tramily are the people that end up alone anyways. Me, personally, and I'm going to tell you why I'm hiking the PCT solo. It all boils down to this for me, and that is timing. My biggest reason for solo hiking this year is because trail legs. So I was here last year, I broke my foot, and I had to come back this year to finish it. And so I would start a certain ways up the trail, and I wouldn't have my trail legs. So if I'm at, say, mile 700, everybody that's there has already got 700 miles behind them. So they're doing great. They've already got their trail legs, they're moving, they're doing 20 pluses by then, maybe even 25s by then, and I'm just too slow. I can't keep up to them. There's no way I can, and there's no way I would want to hold them back. I've been offered to do, I don't do anybody. I've been offered to be in a Tramily a couple of times, so well, 3 times specifically this year, and I think we just kind of all agreed not to. A couple of times it was just an unspoken thing where I just didn't keep up with them, and I'll give you an example, and it wasn't even offered, so it doesn't even have to go there, but I mean, I hiked with Chap and them, for like a couple of days. And I wouldn't say hike, well, yeah, I was hiking with them, but not as a Tramily. We weren't a Tramily. But the thing is, we couldn't be a Tramily even if they wanted, even if they asked me to, because they were doing at least a very minimum of 25. And they did like a 34 one day. I'm here to tell you, this old girl ain't got no 34s in her. Those days are gone for me, I think. Could I do it? Yeah, probably. I could do it, but then I'd have to take a 0 or 2. I would have to rest. I just don't get enough sleep. At my age, I don't recover quickly enough to keep up to a 25-year-old. A 40-year-old, yeah, easy. But 25, 30, no way. And that's what most of them are out here, are very young, This is a young person's game. This is a mental game. Through hiking is not the same animal as your weekend hikes or your week-long hikes, anything like that. And I understand that. I accept that. I accept that this is a mental challenge that you're dealing with. It's mind over matter. You fight through so much pain on trail. Some of it you talk about, some of it you don't. This year, I have absolutely made a point of documenting all of my trials and tribulations on trail so that I can give people the whole picture. Ooh, I almost fell. So that I can give people the whole picture of what it is to be on a through hike. And that's important, I think, is full transparency. A lot of people just show you the upside of it. And I may do like a little documentary or something at the end of the trail, just documenting the trip, but not so much the hardships of day-to-day. The day-to-day vlogs will show you all of it, the good stuff and the bad stuff. So that's just the reality of being on trail. But that doesn't really encompass a Tramily, and it certainly doesn't answer the question of why I'm now not in a Tramily. I choose to not be in a Tramily. Admittedly, I've had some trauma in Tramilies. I've had some conflicts, some personal conflicts, which I don't really need to talk about. We've all been there, we've all seen it, it doesn't have to be said again. So when you are watching some of these videos, it's good to know, number one, what a Tramily is, how they operate, how they function, and some of the pros and the cons of being in a Tramily. And None of it is personal. Let me just say that. That has to be said. These are not, anything I'm saying is not a shot at anybody. I've had a great luck in Tramilies, I have. And I've met great people. Being in a Tramily as opposed to hiking alone has its benefits. There's no question. I just chose not to this time around. And I think that's okay for me. You know, it might not be for you. Some people don't like to be alone. They can't take being alone. Me, I love it. I mean, I don't care. I'm alone anyway. Nothing really changes in that regard. In fact, I quite like the solitude, you know, but that's just me. So I hope that answers the questions. You decide what's best for you. If you're planning a through hike, all I'm going to say to you is choose the right people. Hang out with those people for a while and make sure they're a good fit for you. Friendships, bonds, trail families are a commitment. They can be a job at times. It's hard. It can be very hard. But the rewards are amazing. The rewards are great. You have camaraderie. You have a partner in crime. You have a friend. You know, you have all kinds of great things that come out of it. And so you choose wisely. You choose for yourself. And let me know what you think in the comments. I would really like to know what you all think about hiking with other people. You know, your pros and cons. Maybe I haven't brought up everything. I'm just giving you my reality. So anyway, hope that helps. Let's go get it.